Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to dive into the energies of May 2021. We're going to look at the collective energy for May. May is a universal one energy. So we're going to dive into that, take a closer look at those energies that we may feel collectively. And then I'm going to break the energy down for your particular life path number, and that will be labeled in the notes and on the thumbnail. So I hope that makes sense. I know a few people were confused on April's forecast, but basically, again, we're just going to start the podcast off by looking at the collective energies for the universal energy, and then we're going to break down your own life path number. Okay, so May 2021 is a 10-1 universal energy. So ultimately, it's a 1 universal energy. And so what that means is the collective energy of May is that of new starts, fortune, luck, and a turn for the better. So this is a great time to express authentic, innovative ideas in a way that allows you to sort of take the reins and take the lead within your own life. You know, do you want a new job? Do you want a new relationship? Is there a new project or experience that you want to have? This is the energy that supports you in the initiation. So go for it. It may not unfold exactly as you plan because there's always sort of a level of surrender involved in life, as we know, but it will bring you exactly what you need for this phase of your journey. So you just need to say yes and get started. So there may be instances this month where you find yourself standing alone, sort of required to make personal decisions. This can feel challenging at times, but it's in this solitude that you'll discover things about yourself and your journey that that were previously hidden. So this is a wonderful energy for self-discovery and for standing on your own 2 feet. This is going to be a time where you could see great rewards surface for efforts you've already expended. Things that felt challenging in the past sort of shift, and things begin to calm down enough for you to see more clearly and to gain the confidence needed in order to make those bold new starts that have been calling to you. So you may find that you receive some much needed clarity at this time around a circumstance where there may have been some conflict previously. This clarity will allow you to deal with a situation in a much more elevated way with a deeper understanding. And so that will allow you to move forward much more freely once things are settled. So this is an energy of initiation and change. So if there are areas within your life where a fresh new outlook is needed or a new start is beckoning, this is the month to make your move. Embrace this one energy for all that it has to offer. Okay, life path number 4. So I pulled an animal spirit card for us to see what the energy may hold for May overall. And we got Badger Spirit. And I love this energy for 4s. The message is be fearless and bold. And one thing I usually find with 4s is this tendency to be overly agreeable or accommodating or indecisive because you don't want to rock the boat and this is usually when we're sort of in our shadow side, when we're sort of out of alignment. We just become these people pleasers who don't want to, again, rock the boat or cause conflict or whatever the case may be. And so we go along with what other people want, even if it's out of alignment with what we want. And so I love that Badger Spirit is coming in to remind us that it's okay to be fearless and bold. It's okay to stand up for what we want, to stand up for, what we believe in and what our value system is. It is okay to have an opinion, even if it's different from somebody else's. It's okay to express yourself even if that expression is misunderstood by others, it's like, it's just this permission to not be so agreeable, to agree with someone if you truly feel that way. And obviously to make accommodations where needed if you feel aligned with those accommodations, right? It's like we don't ever want to sacrifice who we are at our core to please others, to make other people feel comfortable. There's one thing to be said for not, just constantly showing up with your teeth bared and you're like, ready for, conflict. There's ways to do things where it's not, aggressive or egotistical or whatever the case may be, or overly dominating or whatever. But I think sometimes for energy just overcompensates, like over accommodates, right? And that can be toxic. That can be making yourself small to make other people feel comfortable. And in the end, you end up feeling like you start to get resentful of that because you're not seen for who you are, but you're not showing up as who you are. So I just feel this energy of like Badger Spirit being like, this is the month where you need to just show up authentically as yourself with no apologies, with not feeling like you need to change who you are to please somebody else. Those that are drawn to your energy, those that are drawn to what you have to offer, will find you, will be drawn to you, will come to you. Those that are not will always be looking for a debate, or will always be looking to argue, or always looking for conflict. And I just feel like this is an energy where it's like you're being asked to step over that threshold of being so timid of upsetting somebody else, right? Because you're being authentically you. So I just feel like the more that we can embrace Badger Spirit this month and be fearless and bold and authentically who we are, the greater strides we will make this month, personally and professionally. So however that resonates for you, but that's definitely coming in very, very strongly. And what's interesting is these cards, these animal spirit cards are numbered. And what I love about this is Badger Spirit is actually a 4 card. So this is definitely our card. Okay, so I broke May down into 4 weeks. And the first week, I definitely see this energy of like choosing to move into calmer waters, and not calmer going back to that sense of like trying to please people and keep the peace and, do what other people want, even if it goes against what you want. I just see like this calmer within. So it's like, it may not cause things on the external to be more calm, but there's like this calm within. So it's like, you know what? It's okay for me to show up as who I am. It's okay for me to disagree with somebody. It's okay for me not to buy into what somebody else is selling if it doesn't agree with me. And to do that without apology. And so I just see like this freedom of expressing ourselves in that way and allowing ourselves to be as authentic as possible without that fear of how somebody else is going to react or whatever the case may be. And I just see like this sense of calmness with that energy from within. So it's a personal calmness, without like being overly sensitive to how others are going to respond, if that makes sense. So I just see like this opportunity at the beginning of the month to move into some calmer waters within. So it's like if you've been feeling turmoil because you've been sacrificing yourself for others or for a cause that you don't even really believe in, then this is going to be an opportunity for you to make some adjustments and start to show up more authentically, with much more grace. And so I just see like a calming of the waters. And I see like in doing that and giving yourself that permission, you're also opening sort of a gateway to a new opportunity. So it's kind of like, again, getting your ducks in a row and recognizing what it is that you want, recognizing what you like, what you believe in, what your values are, And then standing behind those as you move forward, and in doing so, it opening up a new sort of way of looking at things or a new opportunity that you can follow through with. And it's like you're at the cusp of that. You're sort of at the precipice of stepping into this new light. So really powerful energies at the very, very smack beginning of May. If you choose to embrace them, right? You can continue along, sort of making yourself small and being meek and mild and accommodating, but you're going to continue to feel that frustration and that sort of churning within, right? It's like you have an opportunity at the beginning of the month to really move into some more calmer waters and to open up a new way of looking at things for yourself. So, but if you embrace that energy, and you'll know whether you're embracing it or not because of how it feels. Second week of May, this is beautiful energy. I'm seeing like, this is very, like career focused, or, it could be around finances or something like that. But I am seeing like a huge opportunity coming in for some of you where you're getting basically like this huge gift from the universe with huge potential, to create something very stable and financially rewarding. And not only financially rewarding, but very emotionally rewarding. Like this is something I really like to see for fours. This is very practical. This feels like a legacy. This feels like something like you would be building something long term. And it has the potential for very, very high rewards, very, very material or financially rewarding. But it also has a potential to bring you a tremendous amount of just joy and happiness. And I see you kind of sharing this with like family, friends, whatever the case may be. So this can also impact your community at large, whatever this is. But this feels very much like career or purpose oriented that will have the payoffs that are very financially rewarding. So really powerful energy, second week of May. And of course, the energy is fluid, so it can come in sooner or later. But that's just sort of the energy that's percolating around that second week. So you may see some kind of offer come in, some kind of opportunity, or you might just have like this download that's just this phenomenal idea. And it's like, goes back to Badger's message of be fearless and bold, and don't hold yourself back from whatever this is out of fear or because others are trying to hold you back or whatever the case may be. This is about you. This is about your opportunity to say yes to something that feels very aligned and purposeful and with great potential. So beautiful, beautiful energy. The third week of May, it's interesting. It's like a situation is coming up for closure. This feels karmic, actually. This feels very karmic. This feels like an opportunity to close a chapter that has been kind of like just sort of lagging along. You know what I mean? Like kind of just seems to follow you wherever you go. And really what it's coming down to is like there's like a layer of forgiveness here that needs to happen on your end. So whether it's with that person or it's just energetically, it's really time for you to cut that cord, to release this person, release this thing, release the experience, but release it with like this sense of finality where it's like, it's not going to continue to, if it bubbles up in the future, you can quickly deal with it and move on. It's not one of those things that's going to continue to be like a chain that binds you. It's going to be something where it's like, it's coming up now, it's bubbling to the surface now in a big way, I feel like, for that final resolution, for that final, okay, I'm releasing this energetically, whatever it is, I'm forgiving this person, forgiving myself, whatever it is. But it's that sense of finality where it needs to stop now. It needs to end. And again, I'm really getting the sense like this is energetic. So it's kind of like maybe something that happened to you in the past or happened with somebody in the past. And you may not have an opportunity to actually work with that person to release this or forgive this person or whatever. but energetically you can do that, and that's going to make a tremendous impact. I do have a exercise that is a energetic releasing exercise when it comes to relationships, and it is profound how much healing can take place from this exercise. If it's something that you're interested in, I would be happy to share it with you for free. It's not something I'm going to charge for. It's something that was passed on to me, and it just was such a huge resource for healing. And so if you're interested in that, then on my website, there's a contact me form. Just fill that out and just tell me that you're interested in the exercise that I mentioned in the video, the energy visualization exercise, and I'll be more than happy to email that to you. It's a beautiful, profound exercise that I think if it comes up for you at this time, I think it will really help you. So definitely reach out to me if that's something that you're interested in. I'd be more than happy to share it with you. But I do see that energy coming up for you at this time where it's like it's going to be on you to work through whatever this is and to truly forgive this person, truly release this person. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with what happened or forget what happened. It just means that you're no longer carrying this heavy burden of the experience. So you're finding a way to release it. And there's this finality to it where it just doesn't need to keep coming up. It needs to be released now. It's continuing to hold you back, and there's just no purpose to it anymore. And then end of the month, I see this beautiful energy actually of like, kind of like justice being served. You just see a balancing of the energy. And so again, it's kind of like whatever came up that third week, I feel like however you handle that is opening you up to this feeling of peace, this feeling of no matter what happens, this opportunity for closure so that you can open the chapter on a new story, okay? And what's beautiful is that new story I see having to do with purpose and career, but collaboration as well. So it's like working with somebody or some other people towards a common goal, but you being sort of the leader in this, whatever this is. Definitely collaboration, so working with others, but you feeling really justified in your actions. You feel really confident to speak your mind, to share your ideas, and not be so concerned about how other people are going to perceive you or see your ideas, right? It's like you're kind of over that. You're done with it. You're like done taking other people's shit when it comes to standing up for what you want, when it comes to your creative self-expression. So I definitely see this beautiful energy of like you standing in your power, you being very clear and concise about what you want and feeling really balanced towards the end of the month. And then also this energy of like people being drawn to that who want to work with you. So I see like this collaborative energy coming in as well. So really beautiful energy for us. I love to see this for us. I myself am a 4 life path. So definitely feeling this energy pretty strongly. Love this. I'm gonna leave it here, but I just want to close with Badger's message again because I think it's so important for 4s to hear it. Is be fearless and bold. Be who you are. Be who you came here to be without apology. So I hope it's a beautiful month for you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.